DOD Directive 3000.09.
Okay. You going to DOD directives? Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
y'all check it out. But I'll briefly, this directive was established to minimize the probability and consequences of failure of autonomous and semi-autonomous weapon systems.
Yeah.
Reviews and approves operation and live fire test plans for autonomous and semi-autonomous weapon systems. Yeah, 3000.09. Basically, because you know there are laws on the books for artificial intelligence.
Yeah, they try to put guardrails and safeguards. Yeah.
Wait, who else? You know who else got? I want to say Argentina has this for. They have since after the pandemic and all, after reset, they have rules on the books for what's known as augmented humans. Like if your body is producing cells which are patented, the laws is slightly different, and it's going to be different more in the future. So it's like we have to be ahead of that curve.
The corporation is looking to own you.
Yeah, more than what they already do.
Yeah.
Only black people be like, oh, they already own people. Why are they gonna do some extra shit? Because they're not original people. They don't think like that. They're not original. He said, I'm gonna keep on turning up until I burn up, and that's that. That's it. That's his mentality. Our mentality is not really like that. Once everything is good and we good, like the fuck,
trying to find balance, not equality,
not him, because that's what there can never be no peace amongst us, and it's so deep. It's not about just white people. No, it's not about that. That's why anybody right now that's coming with that it's not wise for people to get caught up in these discussions about the foundational Negro Americans. That's the
foundational Black Americans.
Yeah,
FBAs.
Don't call me no acronyms. I don't know what this new shit. I'm not with none of that, me personally. So I'm automatically, I'm like, nah, I don't like that.
Those are separation tactics.
That's really tied to that whole reparations agenda and that strategy, because what they're trying to say is, don't let other people who came here late off the boat also be eligible to get the reparations. It should only be people who's really the descendants of slaves who came here. But as somebody else puts it, right, a lot of us came on the same ship, just people got dropped off in different places. You know what I mean? We talk about people in the Caribbean.
You got those who never came, who's always here.
It's a tactic for you to still not get it.
Right, that's what I think. Right. They're not trying to give nobody nothing.
No, they're not trying to give nobody nothing. Right?
Come on, man. They're not trying to give shit.
Which ties back into my thing about controlling our data, because I'm of the mind that you control our data, we control our data.
We got to go.
We got it. So imagine like our history here in the Wilson, our history in the last century. So if you was able to control Michael Jackson's catalog, all of Michael Jackson's data,
and Michael got control of the Beatles catalog.
That's what I was going to say. He snatched up. He's up a cat.
Right. So, but you got all his data. You take all of Def Jam. You take all of Motown. You take all of BET.
And all the poor music and poor culture that they've been dumping on it for like the past 30 years.
Just put it in our control. Just give it back to us. Now that's where you talk about reparations. Like, that's it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Give me that.
That'd be a argument and a strategy, right? That might be able to work.
My shit.
Right, that might be able to work. Which sort of does happen, right? Because you ever seen MC Ser's build on Math Hoffa? We talked about Nas publishing.
He said he gave it back to him.
Well, he was just going into about after like 25 years, the catalog might go back to the artist. He said even with the he talked about the Third Base album. He said he don't make nothing off the Third Base, but he says in 1 year to whatever on the Math Hoffa, he said I'll get it back, and at that point then I can start streaming it and then making money. But he said he said I made the album, I never got nothing for 30 years from Def Jam, but after a certain period of time, the rights to the music goes back to the artist. You gotta watch that episode. That episode's deep. MC Serge broke a lot of stuff down about the music business. Like,
he's an OG in the business. Like,
he talked about the 5% of everything. He said he used to come to law school. He told me, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that interview.
Yeah, 5% gotta put him on.
Yeah, he talked about it.
Matter of fact, the first time I heard about a law's 5%. Oh, excuse me. the 5% Nation of Islam, that's what we was referred to at the time. The first time I heard about us in the media was in the Source magazine. It was through
Third Base.
Yeah, it was through Search, and they said they used to call me Search because they used to always come around looking for the truth and looking for the knowledge. So and the way they described us as a kind of cultish and shit. Like I was like, they cool, but I don't fuck with them niggas. I just see people with kufis and dark corners and stuff. The way they described it, so I was like, I don't know. And then the niggas, brothers from my hood was you know, it's uptown flavor, so it's a little different. But I didn't know exactly who the guards was, but that was the young kids who was getting money up in the power section or whatever. But
well, yeah,
you must do your own research, as I did.
If Mega did this.